somebody reaches out and says, hey, we know we've got some deficiencies here. What areas, how do you usually approach that initial engagement to sit there and evaluate and go, hold on a second, people are avoiding decisions. The teams aren't communicating. How do you go in there and evaluate kind of what the core trouble is so you can get to the root of the problem?
Well, I find that there's two sides to every story. So I get the call typically from a senior manager or from the vice president of HR. That's usually how the entry is into CPC. And there's a problem. And they're telling me their side of the story. And they're trying to also be sympathetic to what the big picture is and going on around at large. And I like to do then that first, what I call the discovery tour or the diagnostic side, and go in and talk with the leadership. And also at the same time, talk to different people, a cross section of the employees, if you will, at a variety of different levels, positions. I find that by the time I do about 3 or 5 interviews, I'm seeing a lot of trends. It doesn't take too long. And usually what I find is that there's one same problem. They're coming at it from different angles,
Okay.
which is positive, because if we can identify what the issue is, then we can identify, okay, what are the strengths around that issue, that problem, which sounds kind of funny to say, but there's always some solution in there. And usually each side has a solution. It might be pointed at the other side, but if you can come to that marriage again, that's really helpful and that's really positive. So when you start synthesizing those findings and start then bringing the teams together, that's where you can really get a lot of the eureka that I call as it comes together around thinking about where you want the policies and the procedures and how you want to change and communicate better.
How do you have to manage